it isn't great. Then there's a select few that really know how to do this even in stress. These swing habits, for everybody in class today, when we learn what I'm about to show you, we will at least shoot scores in the mid to low 80s, and many of us will be much better than that, provided we can putt a little. Can everybody in this room today putt a little?
Oh, yeah.
I had a guy this morning, he said, well, I putt a lot. Every time we swing this golf club, this is our objective now moving forward. Because if we don't learn what I'm about to show you, that means we're going to be trapped doing something else, learning something else. Every time we swing this golf club, first, we want to get this thing up to the top of the backswing with the entire upper body. Everything up here will now be in a state of massive relaxation. I mean massive. Probably you've never done it. So that now maybe we'll at least have a chance. The big power muscles of the hips and thighs is what will swing the golf club in the downswing like we're supposed to do. Now these swing habits, everybody, will look like this. I'm going to first do this one time very slowly so that you will see the movement that you will be learning if you care to. And what we're going to do right now is something different. See, things are going to get different right now moving forward. We are going to view this from the hips to the feet instead of up here. You with me? Mm-hmm. Just like Jack Nicklaus wrote in his book, golf is played down here, not up here. We will get the golf club to the top of the backswing, upper body relaxed and passive, and right now you're going to focus on this from the hips to the feet, and it will look about like so. We'll do this nice and slowly so that you will see the movement. Now, we just told you and showed you is that if we want to play well, do we? Mm-hmm. Then we're going to have to learn to do that. We must become what I call, and you call it whatever you want, but I just call it a leg player. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Does everybody remember a fella named Ben Hogan? Mm-hmm. He wrote a book also. Do you know what Ben Hogan wrote in his book a long time ago? He let the whole world know if you want to play well, that's what you got to do. Hogan wrote in his book, you know, you got to hit it with your hips and thighs. He wrote in his book, don't make the mistake you're swinging your arms. You with me? So everybody got the book, they read the book, they went out and tried it. Bless you. And they kept trying and trying and trying. And then they returned to Ben Hogan and they asked him, Ben, there's one more minor detail we need to know, then we'll leave you alone. How? So we do it with the hips and thighs, and his response to that was, hey, look, I don't know that part, just do it. Why don't we just do it? I showed you, wait a minute, if this movement must be learned, but it really has to become what now? Who remembers learned isn't good enough? This has to be what?
Muscle.
Overlearned, because we have to execute it at the golf course without what?
Thinking.
Thinking. Then the challenge for us is in the learning process. Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
If the challenge is in the learning process, then the solution to the problem has to come from the learning process. Did everybody get that?
Yeah.
Hogan wrote a great book. There's terrific stuff in his book. But do you realize by the time the student got around to reading the book, it was too late. Everybody had formed their golf swing habits first, then they went and read the book. How many of us in this room have established our golf swing habits? Not every hand went up. I better rephrase the question. How many of us have been playing golf for at least 30 days? Do you realize if we've been playing golf for a month or more, the habits are formed? Physical skills, habit patterns form very quickly. So really for all of us in those first 30 days of playing golf, that was really when we got it right and we didn't. If you got it right and you're one of the fortunate few, congratulations. If not, it's a lifetime of a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? And I know what happened to you because the same thing happened to me. You know those first 30 days when we were forming our golf swing habits for life? One day in those early days, we were struck with a tragedy. One day with a bad swing, we hit a good one, huh? Yeah. We thought it was great. That was tragic. Why was it tragic instead of great? It still is. Why? Because we thought we swung the club correctly because of what the ball did, and then we got up and tried our best to do it wrong again, huh? For a golfer that has formed habits, can we still learn to do this? What do you say?
Yes.
That's why I'm here. For a